one by one. Forgive you the moves that's been burned by a sun. Point me to the sky above. I can't get there on my own. Walk me to the graveyard. Pick up the
Well, hello, good people of YouTube and the Twitch. How's it going, my guys? Thanks for my replay yesterday and the ship and for the ship. Some dirty submarine house and Archer Fish if you have it. Well, Katie, since we know that's you now, unfortunately don't have the Archer Fish just yet. Although with the steel that I'm getting, I might be able to get it. Let's see. Yep, 31k still. Back up to 20,000 already, though. Not a bad haul so far from the snowflakes. So let's see what's new tonight. I don't think there's too much going on. Obviously, Santa Container event is still in full swing, as I'm sure most of you are aware of. We went over this bundle yesterday. Yeah, I don't think there's too much news. I mean, there's obviously a lot going on in game, but I don't think there's too much new to go over. What was new for this? The actual Christmas light bulbs? The old goat. Now, I'm going to leave the train down there. To put the snowflake on top of the tree. Yeah, Buzzy, we should be pretty close to this. What do we have left to get? One there. It's the same one. That one there, new topper. Okay. Got the Alliance from okay, look, Alliance isn't bad though. Like talking about submarines. Actually, let's see what we have to do for the dockyard. That's the. Well, let's see if I can cash any of my tokens in. I think I did that already. I think this is like the one time that I'm actually like up to pace with the dockyard, and in very large ways thanks to Hawaii, right? Alright, so, is this even unlocked yet? Yeah, this isn't even unlocked yet. Well, I mean, we're, what, 5 days away from that being done. Alright, 30,000 Commander XP. I'm assuming that's after bonuses. Winning 5 battles. That actually might be the hardest thing in this bundle set, in this mission set. And 6 battles are the top 5 on your team by experience received. That's a whole phase right there. 1.4 million damage of HP to ships. 1.4 million HP of damage to ships. We'll probably get that tonight. 625 ribbons in carriers. 525 ribbons in battleships. Oh. Well, yet again, I hear a certain American cruiser calling my name. 725 ribbons in cruisers. Let me break this thing out yet again. This is going to make dockyards, anything with ribbons, with cruisers, just so trivial with how crazy the ship is. Yeah, I swear I'm like ADHD or dyslexic or whatever, but my parents never had me tested, so I just had to deal with it in high school. I'm sure we'll have to play Destroyers somewhere tonight, and we'll touch Smalland then. I'm honestly surprised there's not more Hawaiis out and about. Not sure if we just got lucky or maybe like, I mean, it is a still ship, right? So there's a pretty high barrier to entry there for you know, getting the ship. I'm pretty sure I'm ADHD on top of being dyslexic. Pretty sure I'm dyslexic, and what's the one with numbers? Dysgraphia? Is that it? I'm definitely that with numbers, because I used to get numbers mixed up all the time in math. I just deal with it. I mean, I don't know how you. I mean, I know there's like medicine for ADHD. My sister's on like some ADHD medicine, but I don't like it. I think it'd be too quiet with all the voices in my head, you know. Shouldn't get nerfed. I'm pretty sure it is going to get nerfed. ONIU was rare to see a match without a Hawaiian last week, but I think it's becoming less. Yeah. Dyscalculia. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's like some newness wearing off of it. Just like anything, you know, it's a hot ticket item for a little bit, and then once players get kind of over it, it you know, eventually vanishes. Oh dang! Oh. Oh man. Well, there we go. Because the shells do take 2 to 3 business days to get there when you're in the Atlanta mode. You're like, look, I got a burst fire too, buddy. Oh, Lepanto, you fool. Why would you damage con 1 fire? This is the second time on stream we've seen a Lepanto shooting AP. Now that's a permafire. Well, you don't damage con 1 fire because you can always just turn around and get another fire set on you. Or 2 fires in that case. Now they're going to burn their full duration on our buddy there in the Lepanto. Can we make it? 3. Let's see if I can get in position to get some shells on this Bridgeport in the alternative firing mode. He's hugging the island, but of course we have the rainbow shells. No, we're not gonna be able to arc over that. Oh, he just damaged con yet again, a single fire. Keep popping out. There we go. That's another permanent fire. Yet again, more AP from Lepanto. What is going on with this man? Oh, might actually be able to get this now. Oh, dang. What's this guy doing? Oh, well, don't you feel goofy now, sir? I don't know what he was thinking, or if he was thinking. Well, we know he's out of torpedoes now. What? What? I saw his outline there. I'm like, no way he's going to actually try to, you know, run up here. But apparently he did. Optimistic torps. He forgot the torps were in the back of his ship, though. Then he ran to the island. Why is everyone else all the way out there? Okay, there's an Iowa over here. I guess the Bridgeport's still behind that island. Oh, yeah, Bridgeport is right there. Sure what he thought that was going to do. I mean, they really should push over here because they have the numbers advantage on us. Actually, they don't have the numbers advantage. We have the exact same number of ships on this side. Hi, Riga. Did he, like, did I get a fire on him? Did he put out a single fire? I think he did. The problem is that even though it's the Riga, I think there's we're going to set so many fires on him in such a short amount of time that it's not going to really matter. I'm surprised he's not really shooting AP. Oh my god, that's another fire. Don't tell me Lepanto. Is the Lepanto going to do it too? Is he going to go up the Cavern of Doom? Oh no, we won before we could get to 725 ribbons. I mean, we're at like 400 and something. I don't know. That was... Huh. The team made some... Oh, look, there we are, number one on the team, though. Enemy team made some interesting choices there. Okay, we're going to go again to get our other 300 and something ribbons that we need from the Hawaii. That boat is so tinted. Yeah. It's something, alright. I don't see this or the Valparaiso getting to stay in their current state for too much longer. If you look on like the Water Warships subreddit or the Water Warships Discord, there's quite a few posts of players just crashing out over these two ships. Oh, my iPhone finally updated to like iOS 20 or whatever, so now I have like the transparent user interface now. Which, like, it looks fancier and newer, but it's also kind of weird getting used to it. Out of Hawaii, I'd have a ship that's a sticker that says my other ship is a Bremen. Kind of want your take on something, Sealord? What is it, Boosted? The ship XP boosters make sense on boats when you're where you're not grinding to the next level. Not really. I use them because I farm ship XP to convert to free XP to get research bureau ships to review. So that's why I use them. But besides that, no. Yeah, really, you should save them for, you know, those ships that you're trying to grind through. Isn't it prohibitively expensive? Yeah, that's why I said I use it for that. Because obviously I have a YouTube channel and the income to do it. Yeah, for your average Joe, that does not make sense. I'll save the boosters for the Surcouf. Yeah. I don't know. I'm really interested to see, like, how much coal they're going to ask for their Surcouf. Just keep in mind, you know, everything that you're seeing about the Surcouf and the amount that it might require is just people speculating. Oh, look, a Trump. 1.5 million. Yeah, I've seen a bunch say 1.5. I see a bunch say 2. I've seen a bunch. I've seen a whole bunch say 3, but I've seen like 1 million to 2 million being tossed around. But of course, again, that's all speculation. Nobody knows because Wargaming hasn't said. At least they haven't said publicly what they're doing. Not sure how active you are on clan battles anymore, but with it being tier 9 slaves, you become World of Valparaiso. The season just feels like it was made for the Valp. What's your thoughts on it? I haven't been too active in clan battles because I'm in the middle of a very busy time in my life. Planning for... I'm getting married in 3 weeks, you know? So, I've been busy planning and doing stuff for that. And, you know, everything that comes with getting married and moving in together and stuff. But I can see how, you know, just having to slam your head into a wall of Valparaisos is not an overly enjoyable time. But they do ban, you know, ships that are too popular, so there's a very good chance that it's going to get banned before the season is done with. I got him a little bit there toward the end. Hi, Utrecht. You gonna go after me or is he gonna go after the Colbert? He's gonna go after me. Guess he was upset that I used my radar on him. Mrs. Mountbatten, yeah. Cambridge, yeah, Cambridge is a fun ship. Yeah, I'll have to break her out. Do you get into the history of World War II era ships? Yes, Crisp, I do. We have, if you look at the channel, actually, there are a whole series of videos of museum ship visits where we go to museum ships, do videos on these ships, talk about their history and all that jazz. Stop hitting this Salem in his, belt armor. There we go. You just walk up to heavy cruisers in this game and just chew through their bow armor. They say this thing would be like super scary if you built it for just pure AA. Alright, speaking of AA, let's do the ultimate AA. I'm actually going to try and go dark now and reposition here a little bit. Because there are a lot of ships that are, that are going to just drop me. Oh, nice shot there. I don't think it was the GQ Johnny that just dumpstered him for like half of his HP, but somebody did. It appears that my team is gone from up here. That was a turret that got knocked out. You know, the Hawaii would have been a lot more not as good if she didn't come out after the changes to module incapacitations. Because this is a ship you could probably strip of its main battery guns very easily. Well, I know it is because you can walk up to it. If you have anything with like mildly good AP or HE, you can just remove its turrets. Oh, his damage count. I was like, why isn't he? Why am I getting any fires? His damage count was running. That is why. Oh, that Essex got to move on, didn't he? Speaking of Essex, did you guys see that the carrier that's apparently going to be like the main feature point in the new Ace Combat game is an Essex? Apparently, it was they actually modeled it off of the Hornet. It's over in Alameda. There we go. It's been a minute since that damage con's been running though, so I don't know if we'll get him here. Actually, we might get in with this next chunk of HE. Alright, there we go. Valparaiso, though. Hornet mains rejoice, yeah. I'm wondering how long it'll be till they get the Essex Hornet in game. Double fire on the Valparaiso, though. Yeah, so I'm most excited for the Ace Combat 8. That Tomb Raider, the Atlantis remaster, looks really good. I'm probably going to pick that up. Remaster or remake, not sure exactly what they're calling it. Oh, and whatever Larian's making, they're making some crazy new game. Divinity or whatever. I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, this is... I don't know what this is. It's like Baldur's Gate 3, but, I don't know, much darker? Yeah, it seems like the Game Awards have become the new E3, where instead of, just accepting their awards and stuff, young companies just release trailers now during it. This Valparaiso would just stop moving so much and cooperate with me. Right, selling a straight line Valparaiso, except my HE. And I know I'm kind of having trouble hitting it, but like, it's crazy that light cruiser shells are, this comfy at range. Does he have a heal left? Nope, he does not. Alright, that should be it for our shell hits for light cruisers. A little suboptimal because it took more than one round to do it in the Hawaii. It's another one for top XP. Okay, let me just check the combat missions, because I know we still have cause damage regardless. Alright. 2 more wins, 3 more with top 5. Yeah, still need more damage. Yeah, got the cruiser mission done for shell hits. 600 ribbons with destroyers. That's gonna be too bad. We'll use a small one for that because I know someone asked for that. Okay, but yeah, someone asked for Cambridge. We're gonna take it out. Hawaii AP is actually decent. Yeah, we just if you rewind a little bit, there was a silly Spanish cruiser that tried to walk up to us, and that did not go well for him at all. Cambridge, 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 Cambridge. Where did I park my Cambridge? Oh, right here. In front of my face. It's good to go. Yep. So for those of you that don't know, Cambridge is a Oregon City with Alaska guns with cruiser dispersion, so it can get pretty silly. Oh, speaking of like pretty silly, given the current market, I'm going to be able to pay my house off with these 2 ram sticks here in the near future. With the way ram prices are going. Holy Trinity of Ace Combat, still Ace Combat 4 Shadow Skies. Yes, that's what I started on. Ace Combat 5 Squadron Leader. Haven't played that one. And haven't played Ace Combat 0. I really need to play 0. Yeah, I've seen all the memes from it and stuff, but the music's really good in that one. Hello, Cambridge. I like how they removed the catapult, but they left the crane on. I guess it's good for, you know, hauling stuff onto the ship. Casualty shows 2 ram sticks. Wow, that was quite a flex. Yeah, this is 62 gigs of DDR4, which like I couldn't give away when I swapped these out for my 128 gigs of DDR5 RAM. But now I think this is like legitimately like $300 or $200 right here. Or something ridiculous like that. It's way more than it should be, you know. Absolutely. I see that Seattle's going to do something incredibly dumb. He's not going to just keep selling straight. Wait, because he's got to turn eventually. Come on. Is he just going to bow into the cap? There we go. There we go. It's not very cruiser dispersion-y of you, game. Okay. That was unfortunate. Ooh, I just got some real lag there. Hi, Aparanga, you go, girl. See, that's more of what I was expecting out of the guns. That first salvo was crazy. I don't know how this North Carolina missed me. What? There's the Citadel. Right, there is a Shimakaze, and there... Oh! Parthen, what are you doing here, buddy? I know what you're doing here. You're looking for me. Oh, there he goes. Be able to retire on ram sticks, yeah. Oh. On these Yugamo's got too much luck. Oh, maybe he does. Oh, like a glove. So AI servers can't run on like off-the-shelf RAM. Well, I guess because they need everything's probably video RAM, right? Secondary built Richelieu. Hello. pop Hydro because I know Shimikaze's around here. Now, North Carolina, I think he's about to come around the corner here. Yep. Hey, Ipiranga, I've got your North Carolina here. Waiting for the, Yep, there's Carthan with his AP. Dude, that's just rude, Carthan. Oh, they have a Valparaiso over here. That's great. Valparaiso, okay, he's down. We're gonna go dark and walk away. Oh, of course. Of course. That's how it works. Right before you go dark, you get the fire. Why did my team just leave? Hi, Richelieu. Yeah, we got the Richelieu, though. Did they all just run because of the Shimikaze and the Schultz? Okay. That happened. We did get the Richelieu, though, before he went down, so there's that. Yes, the standard firing mode gets Austin ballistics, so it's quite comfy at a range. I don't know if it's exactly the Austin's ballistics, but it's Austin-like ballistics at least. So yeah, Cambridge is still very good fun. Let's see. God, I keep going to the dockyard instead of the combat missions. Game? Alright, probably did not get experience that round. I mean, we didn't get, you know, top 5. Battleship ribbons. 525 battleship ribbons. I know what's perfect for that. The other most broken ship in the game right now, the Valparaiso. They want to do more container opening. I don't really because they're so expensive. What's leaving in 15.0? Oh, the Growl's leaving. Wheeler, California. Good riddance. Oh, the Grab Zeppi's gone. The Hyuga. The Tejas is leaving. So is the Vanguard. Huh. Yeah, Sibir is good for the mission for this mission as well. But the Sibir, like, you have to, you know, things have to like kind of go right for the Sibir to do well. I can just kind of walk at the enemy team with the Valparaiso and be fine. Oh yeah, I'm still rocking a 3090. I was gonna upgrade, um, but it's like each time it's not really doesn't really seem to be worth it over the 3090. So plus money. I'm just gonna. I'm probably just gonna, let this 3090 go for as long as I can. Oh. I mean, it's been a good card. I can still pretty much play whatever I want to play on like higher max settings at least 1440p. Oh, we did win that game? Huzzah. So I think we should only need to win like one more game. The 5090. Oh, the 5090 is like stupidly expensive, ain't it? It's gonna be close to New Year's Day. I'll tell you that much. Like, don't be wrong, like I have the money to buy. It's just that like, well, why would I waste like $2,000 on a card to get slightly better performance? Like, we're talking not even like double digit bumps in performance, but my 3090 does. Like the game that I play, and the channel features World of Warships. I played in 4K, 60 FPS, no problem. It's the game I play the most, right? Hope your truck works fine. It does. Yeah, we're actually fixing the drum brakes on the truck. We did the driver's side rear last week. We did the passenger side rear last week. We're doing the driver's side rear this week. Then all four wheels will have functioning brakes. Wow, that Benson is regretting his life decision right now. Alright, do you think this Lepanto is going to shoot AP? Because for every stream, we've ran into Lepanto that's just fired AP for some reason. Instead of using the much more, useful sap munition. Oh, Bayard, why are you running? You have nothing to fear. Well, it sounds like, oh no, there's another one of these stupid Chilean battleships walking toward me right now. Oh my god, it's Lepanto that knows how to use the one key. What a rare creature. We just bounced his AP, his sap. We might actually get slapped here. Oh yeah, we did a little bit. I'm waiting to see the bar tick down before we pop the heal. You can try to hide Lepanto, but it won't help. You guys, you have nothing to be afraid of over here. I don't know why the Sarugi's still running away. That was easy. I only used one heal. I have not played the Laharvi yet. Double fire, how rude. Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta kind of focus it down super hard like that. Otherwise, it just runs around and murders your team, you know? So, you know, I would fully expect to get hard focused if you ever get spotted in this thing. What camo is that on the Napoli? I actually kind of like that. Oh, there goes the buff to the main battery reload time. Oh, that's a Napoli B. It's not even a Napoli. Fascinating. There's a Shimakaze Torps. Been dancing around expecting those. Gonna fire on something. Your purpose to which platform to watch you on? It's up to you guys. That's why I stream on 2 platforms. I just want to be able to accommodate everybody. I've thought about like expanding to like apparently like there's not a I didn't know this was a thing, but like live streaming on TikTok's a thing. There's not a whole lot of Warships. Ooh, not even with the secondaries. Content creators on Twitch right now. Not Twitch. TikTok. So, I'm just trying to appeal to, the widest audience as possible. So watch whatever platform you prefer. I like to view on whatever platform pays you more. I actually have no idea what platform pays more. I do know the way that like I get the most money from like streams is the super chats from YouTube. Most of that goes into my pocket. No, Skynet, I will not heal. I will ride Adrenaline Rush. I mean, this is like the one ship you absolutely should be riding Adrenaline Rush in. Because your heal completely runs its course in like 3 seconds. You know? We're doing pretty good. We got one more week of school before Christmas break and before I get a new set of children in the spring. One thing I love about how our district went back to block scheduling. We get new children in the spring. Get rid of the really annoying ones, you know. What I teach high school. Teach high school, world history, Western Civ. Well, so this half of the year I taught world history, new class called law studies, and that's it. Just world history and law studies this half of the year. Next half of the year, I'm teaching Western Civ psychology and law studies again. So 3 classes. It's been a while since I taught psychology. How long have I played World of Warships? 8 years. 8 years is the magic number. Look, I'll heal now. Happy? When hours divided into pre-Renaissance and post. Yes, that's pretty much how it Oh, we got the win a battle mission done. Yeah, so we do the second half. We do Renaissance to modern day. Let's bring the Schlieffen. I actually have not played the Schlieffen in a minute. We unfortunately didn't really get to Valparaiso that much that round because we just kind of walked all over the enemy team. I'm looking right at this Valparaiso, this Schlieffen. I know I am. God, there it is. Okay, 2 more battles of being top 5 on the team. Yeah, we're about over halfway done with the 1.4 mil damage. Yeah, this Schlieffen round should do it with the ribbons for battleships, then we'll move on to destroyers. Is it worth keeping all ships? It is right now for the, like the festive rewards for the anniversary event and for the Christmas event, because that's how you get the most amount of rewards out of the event. I mean, if you're new and you need the dock space, by all means, sell a ship or 2, but definitely hold on, like, keep your docks full, for sure. Are any of your students interested in motor warships and know you are a YouTuber? No, they know not the second secret life that I read that I lead. The words "world of warships" have never been spoken in my class at all, because I know half of them have their phones on them and they're listening, right? So World of Warships never gets uttered from my mouth in my class. And I guess oddly enough, none of them have ever like played the game. Because it's like, you think like eventually a kid would graduate from the school I work at, play World of Warships, and like run across the channel and be like, "Is that Mr. Sealord?" But I guess not. But that's fine with me. You're being a big help in understanding the game. Well, I'm very glad I can help, sir. That's why I started the channel, just to help out the average Joe. If one day it does, what will you do? I don't know. It'd either be like a really big to do or wouldn't really matter at all. I don't know. Because obviously, I've traveled a lot for this channel, to California, to Hawaii and stuff. And you can't really hide that, right? And you can't really do that on a teacher salary either, right? Or, I mean, you could probably, swing a trip to Hawaii once in a while. By once in a while, I mean 3 to 4 years, right? Right, if you save up for it. When I go to like California, the Carolinas, and all that stuff, So I normally tell them like, oh yeah, no, I build computers on the side and make a bunch of money for that. And that's worked for it's worked for this amount of time. I just do videos at work as a podcast and when I can. Yeah, a lot of people do that, and a lot of people like listen to the videos as they're driving, on their morning commute. Which I guess makes sense because a lot of the videos on the channel are usually just covering news or events or talking about topics in game that can be covered in that manner. Of course, we have the 1 to 2 replay videos a week, right? Remember when I first someone first told me that, I was like, huh, I guess that makes sense. As I I listen to podcast clips and stuff as I drive into work too, so it 100% makes sense. Remember when we all thought like the Schlieffen was a crazy secondary ship? Weren't them the days? It didn't hurt too bad there. There we go. Got the Incomparable. See if we can make this turn. In testing, Aegir was actually a terrifyingly good secondary cruiser. But then they couldn't have that, so they made Siegfried the terrifyingly good secondary cruiser. And then I guess they couldn't have that, so they went back and, did the secondary change to Siegfried, and that is that. Hello, Essex. How's it going? Naturally. I thought he was down. Die already, Petropavlos. Thank you. Would I play operations? I don't normally play operations unless it's like an event operation, because you know the operations that we have in game right now, we've had them for quite some time, so it's not really that interesting to watch. 650 days of premium time for the Santa containers? That is wild, sir. How many containers have you bought? That's at least, what, 6 or 7 of the 180-day bundles? 900 days. Holy crap. Are people just, like, throwing, like, their entire Christmas bonus at the event? We just got ours today. Thankfully, and that's just was much needed because my car insurance is coming up. And despite I have never gotten in a wreck my entire life, knock on wood, but my car insurance is still like, well, I don't know. I think of it as high, but then others hear about it like, what? That's actually like really cheap. And it is really weird. So like I pay $860 for 6 months of insurance for my 1968 C10 pickup, which that's a show truck, right? So it's only $100 for every 6 months. The meat of it's then the $700 and something for my 2025 pickup. But then, like, you know, I tell some of my friends that they're like, "Oh my god, that's actually like really cheap." But like, for some reason, my sister's RAV4, she pays more for insurance for her like legit 11-year-old Toyota RAV4 than I do in my brand new, you know, Chevy pickup. You took half of our team's DDs and my team still didn't capsize. Yeah, I know, weird, right? I guess it's because our DDs went down slower than yours, I guess? I don't know. It was say we were going to let our secondaries just chill in this Vermont, but he gotta go. Look into American Collectors Insurance for that 68 pickup. Yeah, so like I've looked into, so in Louisiana you can register your car as an antique, and then you can get antique insurance on your car. But then the problem is that like part of the insurance is that it has to be stored in a enclosed and locked garage. You can't drive it more than like 100 something miles a year. You can't, if it's a truck, you can't put anything in the back of it. It's just too restrictive, you know. I don't want to be I just don't like being restricted like that. You know, like it's my truck. I want to drive it, and you know how I want to drive it. You know. Where is this Rhode Island? I wish to speak to him. I have a Thor with me. The Pan-Euro ship, so you should have pretty good AA. God, we gotta be like within stumbling distance to this Essex. I find it very odd that he's targeting the Thor over myself when I'm at lower HP. sure enough, we were within stumbling distance of the CV. Oh, he's turning. Oh, I think we got him. Yep. Beautiful. We're going to get our secondaries focused on the Daring, and we're going to let our other side chew on the Essex. Okay, Daring's unspotted, popping Hydro. He is in manual fire mode for his secondary guns, boys. I'll give him that. He is going down swinging. Oh, beautiful. That's that should be our ribbons done. I'm gonna swing it around. There we go. Oh, that's a Kraken, boys. Look at that. That was a pretty good run there, Schlieffen. Have zero restrictions except for the garage. Why did I just get a ship? Why did I just get a ship? What happened here? Paying $750 for the Malibu. 67 Malibu, nice. 1920 Model T, also very nice. 50 Buick Special and 69 C10. I was extremely satisfied with that Battle Wargaming. Yeah, so the garage would be like the sticking point, right? Because I have with the garage at the house, you know, obviously the truck and my wife's car goes in there. I would have to get like a storage unit, which I don't know if that would qualify. I guess it's like it's enclosed and shut, maybe. What did I get? What ship did I get? Well, oh, I got the Italian commander. So give me the Erterra or whatever. Oh, we did get another Santa's gift container though. Open up this little dude. 400,000 credits. So you just got a Hawaii, but you got a Bremen via the Still event, and the Enterprise yesterday in a box. Oh my god, SS97, you were doing very good. Very good indeed. You just have to tell them it's in a garage. They don't ask to see proofs you have 3 cars or more. I'd have to see, because they just changed the policy where I actually get the multi-car discount now with just the truck, with just the with just the 2 trucks that I have. Let's get all these rewards. It's another 3,000 still. Jeez. So I don't know how much I would bump my insurance up after that. And then when I had my wife's, so my wife, she's still on her parents, my fiance, she's still on her parents' car insurance until we do get married. Then they're gonna sign the car over to me, and I'll put it on mine. What was I about to look at? Oh yeah, the combat missions. How do you do damage to the battleship? All AP shots bounce to do 500 damage. Overpins even an HE is a little damage by itself. You have to know where to aim. You have to know what ships you're targeting and what to shoot at. So if it's something like a cruiser, it's probably going to be too thin to arm your AP. unless you hit it right in the citadel at the right angle. Hold on, let me take a battleship out and show you. We'll stick with the German theme and grab my GK. Had a German tier 10 cruiser who bounced all my AP, broadside, deck, the lot. What battleship are you using, if you don't mind me asking? Hi, Zeus, how's it going? I mean, if it's like the Ad Albert, that's a pretty well-armored battleship. Hindenburg's really well-armored too, but it really should have pinned. Karl the 14th. Oh, okay. Karl the 14th. Okay. So, that is a ship that is mostly about its secondary guns. I have one. I will pop into it next round. So, the Karl the 14th Johann has 310mm guns, which are really small guns for a battleship. Most battleships at tier 10 have, you know, at least 16-inch and above guns. Obviously, there's some differences here and there, but like 16-inch is considered standard, kind of on the small side at tier 10. 310mm guns are obviously way smaller than that, because those are like what, 13 or no, those are like 12-inch guns, right? So the AP can be pretty good at close range, but at long range, yeah, you probably aren't going to really be getting too many pins. So actually, the Karl the 14th, you do actually want to be spamming HE. Now, it is the German HE. As you've noted, it does very little damage. Yes, that's right. But the Karl the 14th, it's really good if you build into the secondary guns and you use the secondary guns and the main battery guns to set fires on the enemy ships, and you use the torpedoes, which, if you haven't noticed, it has torpedoes that have good range and good speed. So you like get the torpedoes to hit something, probably set a flame, they're going to like instantly damage combat, throw the HE for the main battery guns in their face, get in secondary range, and the secondaries chew on them. Again, I have one. I'll pop in one next and show you what's up. But yeah. Most of the battleships have bigger guns, so they don't really have too much problem like pinning and such. And you don't have a lot of overmatch in the Karl the 14th. Overmatch is the ability for a shell to simply ignore a certain armor threshold because it's simply big enough to do that. Obviously, when you have 12-inch battleship guns, it's not going to have a whole lot of that. And Karl the 14th is a very good battleship. Don't get me wrong. It is a very, very good battleship. Oh, look, a Hawaii. I was just talking about how we don't see too many Hawaiis. And when it comes to like doing damage with battleships and getting good pins with battleships, you do have to know the other guy's armor and their armor layouts and where your guns can pin and where they're overpin. Now the good thing in Import is you can pull up just about any ship's armor scheme via the tech tree. And like 98% of the premium ships share hulls with tech line ships. So you should be able to find what you're looking for there in terms of like figuring out their armor. Oh, look, a Surcouf. Well, a bunch of players were anticipating Bremen too, because it's a big Mainz. Oh yeah, I am going for the Surcouf. I've been asking for that ship for quite some time. Minotaur, this thing's a can of explodium. Just point your battleship guns at it and it should explode. He started back up there. I thought he was still going forward, so I gave him a little bit too much lead. If he's still spotted, which he won't be because he just murdered the Shimakaze, I'll see about getting a follow-up shot. Probably should have picked a Battleship with a little bit more accurate guns than the GK. But here we are. So if any of these hit, it should do a decent amount of damage to him. There you go. See, that's overmatched, because that thing's got no armor. You probably could overmatch that in a Karl the 14th. I don't know I don't know the conversion off the top of my head, but just postulating here. I'm going to turn out from this Hawaii because I don't feel like getting cooked today. See, Hawaii's just fat. Just shoot at the side with like large battleship guns and you got it. Ooh, that's a Colombo though. I don't like that. I do not like that. Can you, yep, thank you. A little puff here and we'll break line of sight. I'm going to clear that because we are going to run away. The Surcouf got the Hawaii? Nani? We might actually get this seal here. Surcouf like a Chad. Just selling all over the seal. Now that the Hawaii's dead, well, the problem is the Colombo's still alive, and Colombo, obviously with SAP, is very, very scary to me with my small German city on my deck. Oh, here it comes, boys! Actually, he may not have the legendary mod. Oh. He's gonna get behind that island. See, the torpedoes are ruining it because I want to turn out and get my broadside on that Minotaur, but we gotta turn to avoid the torpedoes. Battleships do by far have it the easiest when it comes to dealing with torpedoes. So you get the 2-kilometer dehoming range. Come on, GK. Dang, he's out of my ASW range. Oh, I wish I could. Okay, but it's gotten surprisingly quiet on this flank. We're going to go around this island and head up north. But if you're still here, bud, see, I'm trying to get my shells to land right where the Minotaur meets the water. That's where his armor is the thickest at and where it has the best chance of arming my shells. Which, if it does that, the Minotaur will explode in a hilarious fashion. I'm also going to walk up here to this Mecklenburg and this Colombo, who I know I can pretty easily pierce their armor and get good pins out of it. Ooh, that's outside of my range, unfortunately. So, when it comes to German battleships, you can shoot their upper belt armor with just about anything and get massive pins out of it. And in fact, it's where you want to shoot them at close range, because their belt armor will bounce pretty much, not bounce, but it'll take a lot of the shells that... Aw, he's going behind the island. Alright, my friend the Colombo is now within secondary range. Italian battleships, lots of armor on the front, not so much on the back. Ooh, submarine. Boop, there you go, 13k. Good hit on the sub. There we go. Ran to gearing torp there. Very helpful. Now, there is a... Was there a 2501 around here somewhere? There's that Minotaur again. Stinger, not many other, like, YouTubers and content creators have ever talked to me, so no. Oh, that Mecklenburg is upset at something. Let me get closer to where that... Oh, it was a 4501. Okay, so he's a fast boy. Huh, there he is. I don't know if he's going to get underwater before the Minotaur shells just butcher him. I think our depth charges might get him. No, nope, the Des Moines did, though. Pray our fighters do something here. Hello, Mr. Minotaur. There we go. See, I got that one shell to hit right by the waterline. 100% he dropped torps. So we gotta get turning into him now. Yep, there they are. There we go. Oh, there's the seal from earlier. He did get to dodge. Oh, there he is. And we won. What's for dinner tonight? I had some leftover pizza. So, like, on Friday nights, I actually eat before the stream starts, because normally by the time I'm done, it's way after dinner time. So, I ate early on the night. Oh, there we go. And, oh, we got all that done, huh? Okay. So now we're done with those missions. Let me just double check. Yep. Let's go cash those in, get that steel. Yoink. More delicious steel. Alright, Karl the 14th for our friend that's having problems with Karl the 14th. Here he is. I said, buddy, if you're still around, this is the build that I have on my Karl the 14th. So it's a full... It's not a full secondary build, my bad. It's a hybrid secondary build. Well, if like I should swap it over to this, but anyway, this is what I normally run on it. This is what in every video I've made talking about how good the Karl the 14th Johann is. It's this is the build that I'm running. So secondary modules. I would probably take the secondary module here. I don't know why I have that there. Well, especially now with the fact that like modules don't get knocked out anymore. So yeah. All right. So yeah, secondary guns. All the good flags. Commander build, again, secondary build with concealment expert because now your detection range is the same as your secondary range, 10.6 kilometer detect by sea. Whoops, why'd I go up? I went there to show the secondary guns off. Yeah, 10.5 kilometer secondary range. No, Jack, unfortunately, Wargaming knew a bunch of players are going to want that ship, so into a Santa container it goes. You went the same route. Okay, so your secondary concealment. Yeah, I can hop in Incomparable once we get a solid Karl round in. Is Iowa good and ranked? Probably better than a few ships. Ranked is a little usually more medium to close rangey. Iowa can do it, but they're the better choices in my opinion. Obviously, it's the commander, it's not the ship, right? Alright, so I'm just gonna HE right away with the Karl. Now, something to remember about the Karl the 14th, the torpedoes, there's not a limit to them. You get a pretty quick reload time on them, even without a build. Only a minute and 30 seconds. It's pretty good. So don't be afraid to throw them down random channels and such. You'll be surprised what you catch. Three destroyers, only 2 cruisers, and a bunch of battleships. Yeah, it is a remix of Kickstart My Heart, though, because the Rome one gets claimed, Mine is pretty good. That's the, Otago at tier 7? Alright guys, so we just... Izamo! You don't have to leave us! Izamo! Izamo, no! I'm still gonna go help out this Shimakaze because I like to be the good guy. Okay, see, we haven't even gotten, spotting anything yet. Torpedoes already loaded, ready to go. Hi! Alright, this guy good candidate for the Karl the 14th Johann. So note, the torpedoes go out to 13.5 kilometers. Ismo here, very likely, it's a sniper. He's going to find a little lane that he likes. He's probably going to crank it down and probably just going to sit there. My game just jostled there for a second. Alright. So hello, Mr. Ismo. We are going to... What's he going to do? So with the torpedoes, there's a fair amount of guesswork. So I'm saying he's going to keep going straight for this. So we're going to give him a little bit of that. Ah, he's starting to turn a little bit. So a bit like that. So the good thing about these torpedoes is that they are fast. So now that we got the torpedoes off, we're going to throw some HE in his face. Hello. Look at me. I am the target that you want. We might nick him with a few. He's turning over a little bit harder than I thought, but he is showing us some broadside, so I'm going to swap over to AP. Oh yeah, for those torpedoes. Ooh, actually, this might work out very well. Ismo, though, Ismo is a pretty tough cookie to crack with a Karl, because it does have so little superstructure. There you go, got a fire. And now we're going to get some torpedo hits on him. Secondary guns are shooting at someone. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, 3 torp hits. I do have AP loaded, but now he's in secondary range. And he just popped a damage con there because of the fires I set and because of the flood. So now, I'll throw some AP in his face because I had that loaded. You notice how he is now very upset at me. He's driving right toward me. For some reason. I don't know why he's doing that, but he is. So now we're going to let the HE chew on him a little bit. We're going to laugh at his Japanese dispersion. And have HE coming back up on main battery guns. As you might notice, the torpedoes, they are almost ready to go yet again. So he's probably going to turn out here because he doesn't want to get butchered, but that's okay. We're going to throw some torps out. Roughly-ish where he's going to be at. Get some more HE in his face. I'm not going to go ahead and load AP because he's probably going to keep turning. Actually, or he's just going to sell broadside. That's cool too. Now, Karl the 14th is also very tanky. So, as you notice, I've been staying fairly angled to him, and we've been bouncing most of his shells, and now he's dead. That's how you Karl. So, 53,000 damage, 3 fires, 3 torpedo hits, 56 secondary hits. Look, our second customer of the day has arrived. Ooh, actually, he is leaving. He's turning around. Now, there's a GQ Johnny here, so we do have to be aware about him. We do have Hydro, though, so that's good. Hello, Lepanto. So, Lepanto, lots of superstructure, unlike the Ismo. I'm just waiting to see how hard he's going to turn over. Probably right there. So unlike the Ismo, lots of superstructure for that HE to hit. You want to hit the superstructure with the HE. You don't want to hit the belt. Because see, there you go. Got some good pins. Again, those are good pins, but it's only 4k damage because it is German HE. Okay, it is very anemic when it comes to the alpha damage. I'm not going to lie. But we do have a good reload time on these guns. So we can get another salvo out on them. Really with the Karl, unless you're going in for like a knife fight, you do want to keep the HE loaded. Like what might be happening with this Goliath here, he's just plunging on in here. So actually we're going to go ahead and get AP loaded. I don't know what the spent. Okay, so he turned out. Okay. There's an Ismo and a Victoria. Oh, sorry, there's a Satsuma and a Victoria over there, so I'm going to tap the brakes. Because those are very scary ships. Gonna start my heal there because got the single fire. Triple fires. That's not good. Ouch, 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 ouch. So this guy should be, if he's a good player, screaming to his team, hey, the Karl the 14th just used his damage con. But those are a bunch of battleships, so they're not going to load HE. So yeah, like Karl the 14th is very much a damage over time battleship. It's not an alpha battleship like most other battleships. So there is of course a big learning curve there where you're coming from more traditional battleships. Like these may hit, they may not hit, who knows. We're just sending them on their way. He also mentioned juke his shells there because he thought we were going to keep going out, but we slammed it in full ahead. See, he insta-damage con that fire. That's what you don't want to do when you're going up against a Karl the 14th. See, if this starts a fire, that's a perma fire now. That's going to burn for the full duration. Yeah, start your... You should primarily be using HE in the Karl the 14th. You have 12 guns. They have a what? What's the fire chance of these shells? 28% fire chance with a 21 second base rate. That's a pretty good fire starting combo right there. There's a Satsuma, however. I actually might go down here, depending upon what the Satsuma does. Oh, Victoria! So nice of you to join. Actually, you might have him here. Oh, there we go. Got the Satsuma. Screw you, you stupid orange. Hi, Johnny. How's it going? All right, we're gonna chill out here for a second and pop a heal. Hydro for those GQ Johnny torps. Will Pano smoke? No, he did not. He's not looking at me. Let's see if we can jump scare this GQ Johnny. Oh, he's dead. Alright. We can now go walk toward the GQ Johnny. Yeah, but yeah, Karl, as much as I hate to say it, when it comes to, you know, battleships, you should be primarily using HE with Karl. He's gonna try and rush me. Hi. He probably has me here with his torps. Well, maybe if not, if a second doesn't kill him first. Hey, there we go. And no! Dang. We almost got away with it. Okay, but yeah, I mean, that's how you Karl the 14th. Very good ship. 10 fires, 1 flood, 3 torp hits, 2 ships sunk. So, yeah, it's an HE battleship, damage over time ship. Play it somewhat similar to that, and you'll be all right. Now, obviously, you are gonna have games where you don't get within secondary battery gun range, and that's gonna happen. So you just have to, I just keep the HE loaded and just burn things down as best as I can, right? What was asked for next? Someone asked for a ship. Oh, Incomparable. Incomparable. There we go. Yep, that's the right one. Well, like, there are times when you should load AP. Like, if you're going for, like, a drive-by on an enemy ship, yeah, do by all means load AP. Because those are a gears guns, and, like, a gears guns are really good at close range. So, yeah, like, 12 of them at close range will hurt. Palmen or GK? I already have Turpit speed. Palmen probably be better for like ranked and brawls and such. I do like my GK. Don't get me wrong. I'm GK's biggest fan. The shit that cannot be compared to anything. Yes, exactly. Oh, we got the ground next. She's leaving, and you guys need to get her if you don't have her already. This is like... used to be easily in the top 5 dumbest ships in the game, but now it's, I don't think it's really even that crazy anymore compared to, like, some more recent additions. The Inconceivable. Well, we have the Irresistible, the Incomparable, Indomitable. Is there a ship called the Inconceivable in the British Navy, in the Royal Navy? Because that would be rather quite fitting. Hello, Napoli. They have an Aki, Montana, Ohio, Mech, Conch, Lipano, Salem. Would you guys want to see a video on real life Salem? Like me go to Boston and check out the Salem? Hawaii, Moskva, Manteuffel, Kunming, and a Fletcher. Lartigue over here. With a Schlieffen. I love to just walk across that Aki at close range. And the RMS, what's this? The RMS, you got a TV license for that telly? Oi mate, you got a license for that telly? It changes the one to say burn the witch. There's the Aki. He is coming this way. I thought the Jaeger just shot the Fletcher like that. I'm about to say, what? Wait, Lauria, a secondary build Lauria. That's interesting. That's a good name. Gunboat Diplomacy. I love that. Oof. A couple of the shells did not make it. Ah, dang. Oh yeah, keep turning out, Mosfa. Eh. Yeah, the Incomparable is a bit of an RNG cannon. By a bit of an RNG cannon, I mean it's mostly RNG. I don't know what the Napoli is doing. He's doing something. Okay, I thought he was about to just like sail right at the enemy team, which I was slightly concerned about, but apparently he is not doing that. I think the Lepanto's in his smoke too. Yes, he is. Ooh, this is bad. Yarp. Oh, ow. Yeah. Yeah, I got too cheeky with it. One time that the little Ponto having AP loaded did make sense. Okay, we're gonna run that back. I thought I was being a little cheeky there, and turns out I was. Battle cruiser boom. Yes, that is the downside of being a incomparable. You do go boom if they see too much of your broadside. The Houston rush hour traffic. Oh, it's been going pretty good so far, I'd say. We'll go up to the right and use those islands to our advantage. I've seen the North Carolina before. We've done a video on the North Carolina. That was the second to last museum ship video that we did. The last one was, of course, the Missouri. Valkyrie needs to be banned from CBs. It's probably too popular, so that wouldn't be grounds for banning it. At least heavily restricting it.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Yeah, over here we have these islands we can kind of like crip walk up to get to the St. Vinny or get to the Kremlin. I think I just heard the sound for the Essex's planes dumping their rockets, but they're way on the other side of the map for some reason. If we get up to like around here without being spotted, we'll probably pop the engine boost and try to zoom behind the enemy team. Just finished Snowflake a few minutes ago. Congratulations, sir. I should be almost done with them after this, I think. Well, definitely after this stream. Most of them should be done. But I do have a lot of ships, obviously. Ooh, there is a Libertad there. Ah, there's a Kleber over there, though. Dang it. That's gonna ruin the mood. It means my ear itched. Hi, Libertad. Let's see if I too miss all my shots. By the Libertad hull is this hull, but it's been modified slightly. Hey, well, we hit him. Didn't pin, but we did hit him. Let's see what this St. Vinny do. St. Vinny do that, we shoot it in its nose. Yeah, there's the Kleber still. The Rugi, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I'm going to turn out because I think that Kleber's waiting for someone to walk up those islands so he can rush them. It's good. He's decent. We're somewhere right here. He's just not firing. Looks like we're going to be on the kiting side this time. Oh, there's the Kleber. We're going to try something probably pretty stupid here. But it'll be really fun if it works. The thing to watch out for him, what I'm about to do here, is that the St. Vinny does have the nuclear torpedoes in the nose. Does the Incomparable not do the extra smoke coming out of the stacks when we pop the engine boost? Oh, there we go. Just took a second for it to get going, I guess. There we go, 12k knocked the turret. There's Libertad's secondaries. Oh my god. Yep, we knew those were going to be on the way. Nope, you can't heal that. That's not allowed. Oh, torque protection. Okay, okay. That's interesting. Torque protection. Come on, game. Torque protection. Man, that was some BS. Torque protection. Torque protection. God. It hits the little thin torpedo blister, and the 20-inch shell just goes, you know what? I'm not gonna go any further. Oh, Lord. Of course, of course. Ah. That's about right for Incomparable, though. Get up next to somebody, blast it with the 20-inch guns. They just go, I can't get past the torpedo protection on the paper-thin ship. Alright, the Growl. You guys should get this before it goes away with 15.0. If you don't have it already. Especially if you have Mr. Joachim here. I think he's still built for this guy. Why do you have heavy AP shells on a cruiser? What did I put you on? Oh, the Aguirre. Okay, hold on. Let me redo this real quick. So I want Last Stand, want Demolition Expert, want Adrenaline Rush, want this, want that, want that. 5 points, 149. What do we have here? We have like 150s. Yeah, okay, so don't want that. Oh, how did I build this? How did I build this? I will take that and that. Didn't really matter too much. Yes, I do have quite a few ships. That I do have. Oh, an actual Tier 8 game. Okay, so Almirante Growl. Why should you get this? Well, this is one of the more borked cruisers in the game. Especially if you have Mr. Joachim Lisboa on your ship. Because the way you build up the Almirante Growl's combat instructions, it's very simple. You just don't get spotted. So, you just let this little guy build up. And what the combat instructions do it gives you a 66% buff to the reload time of your main battery guns. And all you have to do to get it fully up is just stay dark for not even a minute. Look, we're about to have it already. No, I think it is actually like a minute on the dot. Or 55 seconds. Or 50 seconds, actually, my bad. Since you have Mr. Joaquin, you hit this button. You burn that first charge. Hey, KBY, how's it going? After you burn this first charge, you just let it build up again. You burn another charge. And now you have a permanent 20 or 25% buff to the reload time of your combat instructions, or the charge time of your combat instructions. And now you just do this even faster. And you have like, I think like almost, yeah. So it's a, was it a 66% buff? A 66% buff to your reload time of your main battery gun. So you're going from like 7 seconds to what? 2 seconds? 3 seconds, if that? Now you just melt things with this ship, no problem. And then when you hit 175 main battery gun hits, you get another buff to your main battery DPM. Oh, we're radared. Is it you, Flint? Make a little taste of our DPM here. Oh, these guns pin 30 millimeters of armor, by the way, so... In games like this, you are very, very well off. But we're just gonna let our bloom go down and then charge up that combat instruction again. We're probably gonna open it up here. We go on the Flint or the Chappie once it gets set. There's an Abruzzi walking up the middle. It's about to meet a Kansas. Also get a buff to our ship's top speed too, thanks to Mr. Lisboa here. Now you get an 8% buff to our main battery reload time because the Abruzzis are... No, never mind, he got sunk. Oh, now there's a fluoride duck coming up the middle. Let me get my aim right on this turret, so we'll burst him down. Oh, he just used his combat, his damage con. That's a very bad idea, Turpits. Did anyone teach you better? God, this is so dumb. I love it. Oh, I love this ship so much. Maybe it's a Smalland after all. That's a terrible pun. We got AP up because I'm hoping that Flint gets spotted. Now, one of the big downsides about this thing is that it doesn't get airstrikes, the ASW airstrikes. You do have to walk over to the ships, to the submarines, and slap them. It's a very interesting game. We're about 7 minutes in. There's only 2 ships sunk per side. Come on, Ramat. What I would... Oh, there we go. I really need to double click when I'm trying to swap between AP and HE. We are going to damage con that just so we don't have to worry about dodging that with the cruiser delocking range with the torps. Not a lot of battleships in this game. I wish you don't have too many of those guys to farm. Oh, there's an island right here. I should probably listen to that collision warning. The big end to go with a Smalland? Maybe. Ooh, there's the battleships. They are walking up our eastern flank. We should go stop that. If that does involve a little farming in the process, so be it. I was saying, can I really like arc the shells from over here? That'd be crazy. Well, as I fire, the indicator pops up that I can't make the shot. Oh, still made it though. Oh, he might beat you and might actually get a prime time farming opportunity. Think we might here, boys? There we go. Got the booster and main battery gun reload time. I actually have him. Yep, there we go. Now there's a Flint walking up the middle. That's a very interesting place for a Flint to go. Now there is a Tennessee coming up here, and that's scary, especially if you're in a cruiser. Ooh, yep. Might want to keep AP loaded for this bad boy. And a Cleveland. I don't know if I can farm him down from full HP, like just going for his nose armor, but we're about to find out. All the times I have AP loaded. I should have hit 2 again to get the reload with the booster going, but we're going to get this Cleveland. We should be alright. Emphasis on should. There we go. We lived. Dang. Okay, that was pretty good. Not the highest damage round because we were doing damage to cruisers most of the time. I think that shows the... Oh, look, we're top of the table. That shows off the ridiculous of the Growl pretty good. But yeah, definitely get that before it goes. Great ship. Yeah, someone's been begging me for the Smalland, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that out. While this match makes, I'm going to go refill my water, so I will be right back. Hopefully before the match starts. So you guys can root for the chair in the meantime. Just in time. Alright, we're going to do Smalland things at the sea cap. Watch your YouTube videos and it's the first time I catch you streaming to use a different microphone for both. No. So the reason this sounds different is because I used NVIDIA Studio mic for this to filter for this mic, so it catches the my PC fans. Because I play in 4K 60 frames, 60 FPS. So obviously, you know, computer's under a bit of load, so fans are pretty loud. So in order not to have that background noise, I use the studio mic. Those of you that were here before I got the studio mic, you guys know the horrors of watching it back then. But it's just this blue This Blue Yeti mic. Yeah, if I were to turn the filter off, it would sound the same, but you'd also get the fan noise. And most viewers do not want the fan noise in the background, you know. But glad you could catch a live stream, guy. Welcome to it. Double sub game though. Yes. During the school year, the normal stream schedule is every Friday night. Now, every now and then I might miss something because of, you know, prior commitments or something like that. Or, you know, something comes up and I just can't stream. But yes, during the school year, Friday nights are the normal schedule. During the summer, you get a Wednesday night and a Friday night live stream. So 2 streams a week. There is YouTube chat. YouTube chat should be up. We're going to radar this fool. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he has a small lens to help him out, though. That was a golden move. Oh, what did I think it was a small lens? Alright, we did get a fire on him. That's not gonna hit, thankfully. Of course, he gets my engine with that one. Let's see if we can get out of it. Oh, are you kidding me? Of course he nails me with it. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Good predictions from him, but they were not good enough. The retorts that general direction. We'll probably clip 1 or 2 with him. Did get 20k off of that Holland though, so he's hurting. He does have a heal though, so there's very much that. So when you're doing this with Smalland or any destroyer, you want to make sure you have an exit plan. So like mine right now is just smack our engine boost and go full ahead. Let me get a couple on the Vermont here. So 1, 2, I think literally a couple. Let's get moving. So we have the cap though. We've only done 31,000 damage, but we do indeed have the cap. And we are about oh, so he's over here. I can get behind something that'll block my shots. I'll block my bloom. I'll start farming this Vermont down. And he leaves range. I just don't trust water in computers. I know it's a pretty, you know, common thing nowadays. I just my luck, a hose will burst, and then there goes my PC, right? Especially right now with a wedding and such that I'm having to pay for. That is less than ideal, right, financially. You going backwards? Did he beach? I think he beached. The issue is that I don't want to get, slapped by the Colombo and his 16 guns. Okay, we're gonna get a couple more torps off of this Vermont. Mr. Golden Lou, though. Hey, Vermont, turn back this way. No, he's not falling for the trick. Ow. Oh man, that's why you don't damage con. I did it to get my gun back, and look, now I'm stuck on fire. Oof. Hawaii, that's not something I want to get spotted next to. Oh, there's subs in this cap too. Dang, the Hawaii stopped. That's unfortunate. Hi, Hayate, how's it going?
Torpedoes dead ahead.
There's the K1's torps. This Vermont does not want the smoke. We shall give it to him anyway. There's the Shimakaze. Just slipping out of gun range. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and take this cap. Now that Hawaii is going to be a problem if he's still around here. Oh, there's a sub. Oof. Hawaii is very low. We just make sure we get this cap, because we're starting to go tit for tat here with the kills, and the points are going to make all the difference here in a minute. Right, you can spot me, Hawaii. I'm just going to sit behind this rock where you can't shoot me.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
He's built into that radar. Oh, and I'm hydroed too. That's alright. It's a Hawaii. I'm still faster than it. Thing is, we're going to keep each other spotted here, and at least I have a Brisbane.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to starboard. Engine boost activated. Critically damaged. Victory is in sight.
Hi, Shimakaze. Oh, God, his corpse. Some note, shoot at this thing, please. Double fires! Oh, come on, 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 come on. Hey, there we go. We got it. We got him, and we protected the B cap. That should allow us to win. Of course he gets double fires with his shells. Alright. I think we have this. There's a very low health Stalingrad. We have a Hayate, a mostly full health Brisbane. That Holland's still around. Oh. Hayate, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, he's going for it, boys. He's going for the glory on the Stalingrad. I'd be firing HE. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's... Oh, no. Thankfully, the Stalin didn't have HE loaded there. He spots the Brisbane now. There's the Holland torps. He's alright. He's alright. Okay, if this Hayate just stops firing and runs... Okay, if he just runs, we'll win. Because the Brisbane's keeping their one... Oh my god. Okay, it's ASW planes, though, so he's not going to get spotted. Yeah, the Brisbane's keeping the Holland away from the cap. The Stalin doesn't have time to get into the B cap to make a difference. But this should be a win. Yep. See, the Yammy's... Why would you... Why would you... Okay, okay. I mean, like... Huh. There's not enough time for the Yammy's guns to reload. I was about to lose my mind on this Hayate. That was... Oh. Ooh, I'm just glad that Stalingrad wasn't in range. Or wasn't paying attention to him. Look, we only did 78,000 damage, but we were in those caps and we were murdering destroyers, so third on the team in terms of XP. Dinger, you're still around? If you're still around, I'll hop on a Sherman for you before you gotta go. Remember where I parked it at. Here we go. Yeah, brief spike in blood pressure just now. Oh. I don't know how I feel about this. Because only what a Sherman's good for is going near the cap, smoking up, and just farming anything that thinks of going near the cap. It's been a minute since I played the Sherman, though. I mean, like, it should be straightforward. You smoke up and farm things down with your sap. And for some reason you have, 14-kilometer torpedoes. But only 2 of them per side in these very narrow torp angles. Because these are meant to be guided torpedoes, Nope, not in game. Worst Sherman. Just roll depth charges off the back. That's it? I think it'd be a little bit more considering this is, ASW dues are pretty big responsibility going to the Cold War. I'm gonna go find someone over here to farm down. Oh! One thing I can't out-farm. Huh. We're getting 2 shells out per salvo with the Incomparable here. Of course, I run to a frickin' Barbion. Yeah, the Groningen, the Smalland, the Hall. Actually, I don't think the Holland does it. What am I think the Groningen, the Smalland, the Holland. I think they all have the rocket depth charges. She. For you, buddy. I have torpedoes at least. Ha ha ha. I got a couple hits on him. Wasting my shots at that point. God, that ship's... I forgot that thing existed. Oh, this is just embarrassing. It wasn't too tragic, but that was still embarrassing. Oh, that's pretty spicy green. I'm hoping the Barbiano will try to move up and just get slapped. How much are these? Oh, they only do 79. We got a little bit out on him before. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hi, Barbiano. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, he hasn't started hitting her yet. I'm gonna get real comfy with this island. Who is... Oh, the Incomparable spotting me of all ships. Jeez. Oh, Putin, thank you, my friend, for the $10 super chat. And he'll do it, you know he will. Well, I'm going to go out here. I'm going to try and spot this Marcel. I'm going to pray to God that Hindenburg is Johnny on the spot with gunfire support. I mean, we should outspot him. Oh, there he is. Oh, another $10 super chat. About to run the Italian duties for the next 2 weeks. I'm open to tips, brother. I'll play DDs much. Hope you're doing good, by the way. So the Italian DDs, like the mid-tier DDs, are really good at murdering other DDs. Because their SAP alpha is so good, and despite their low DPM, it more than makes up for it. They do also have the exhaust smoke and like kind of YOLO torps, but the torps don't do anywhere near the same amount of damage as the YOLO Emilio's torps. Oh, Vention just god slapped that Thunder. I don't know why he didn't get a Death Strike. It looked like a full HP to not slap. Oh, it's my time. No. Yep, no, the Incomparable is right there. Oh, oh yo, we hit him with a torp, boys! We hit the Barbiano with a torp! Oh, that made it worth it. He's one shot. Get him, Columbo! Get him! Get him! Yes! Oh my god, the Sherman torp that could. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was amazing. Let me go break out the Regalo since you're grinding through them. The Regalo is honestly pretty difficult to play. I'll try to make it work, but no promises. Those are those torps that I kind of just eyeballed where he was going to be and went for it. Oh, okay. They did buff him a little bit a while ago. I think it's still pretty rough. Yeah. You don't see many Regalos out there at all. Oh, what's the... The gun range is 11.5. Predictive torch better than predictive text. Charu. So I don't know where in the Mediterranean you'll find the color highlighter yellow, but that's what they went with the camo for the Regalo. If you run across a Shimakaze, we are going to bully him. And you can run and gun with the smoke, kind of, sort of. But yeah, it's just you know, it's just a tough line to play. But I mean, like, when the mid tiers are way better. It's one of the few lines where like the mid tier ships are really good, and the high tier ships are just rough. Especially, of course, with all the nonsense we have at higher tier now. They do have normal range torps, which that's pretty nice, not gonna lie. And actually, we're spotted. Oh, that's just great. Yep, I figured that was going to happen, so why I'm trying to run away. Holy crap, everyone wants me dead over here. What do I do to these people? Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, Border. Almost at half a mil potential already. Did we not get any cruisers on this side? Apparently I have the submarine commander that does not miss his shots with his sonar pings. Right when it gets pretty comfy with the shells, of course you're out of range. Hit the funny YouTube guy. Yeah. There is, for sure, some of that going on. The Rhode Island did hyper overextend to try and get me, though, but unfortunately, don't really have too many ships over here to take advantage of that. I do think the submarine is pretty exposed, so we're going to go in up for him. He's backtracking. Ooh, Dave got, I think, bursted by the Conde. Oh, hey! Man, I was talking about how this thing's kind of good at bullying destroyers, but there's no destroyers on our flank to bully. Look at the Z-44 still at full HP. So go take the cap. Oh, someone's in the cap. Who's in the cap? Ah, the Shimakaze. Okay, that's something we can bully. Oh, Rhode Island solo. Someone poke him. Paste the Bilal back into the... Oh, there's a Shimakaze. Suck, I can't get... all my guns on target. Ricochet with Sap. Sap doesn't ricochet. What are you talking about? The Conde got their Ibuki, but our Z-44 unfortunately went down. But their Annapolis is also right there. That's a very scary thing for a destroyer to see. There is a fairly unaware Minnesota. Oblivious is what I'm looking for. That's a cap. We'll try and find the Shimakaze for our sub. Wait for this Minnesota to fire, then we'll start trying to farm him down a little bit. The mine was, but there he is, there he is, there he is. Alright, cool. Thank God. We got Cincinnati's skill pop, so now we have actual gun range. Hi, Deucer. How's it going? How are these Torps looking? They're looking okay. They've betrayed me. How dare they? The Thrasher gets the kill on the Minnesota. What's Annapolis get off to? Huh. Yep. Bande, please. Man doesn't know what HE is in Annapolis. Very interesting maneuver. Get a Hydro. You see what these are? See what these are? These are torpedoes. Leave me alone. Go away. He ate a Torp? He had Hydro. He knew they were there. What? What? I don't know. I hope my smoke firing penalty isn't 6 kilometers. Oh, it's 3.7. Oh, okay. 5.5 million commander XP. I would get a bunch of your commanders up to 21 skill points, so you had like a, at least one for each nation. And then start, making sure you have like a destroyer commander for that nation at 21, a cruiser commander for that nation at 21. Hey, look, we were 4th on the team. That's not bad for the Regalo. That's with me playing it too. So I don't know what was up with that Annapolis there at the end. That was some interesting behavior there, not knowing what the 1 key was or whatnot. And then selling to the torps that I had already launched and that he spotted with his Hydro. That's fascinating. Fascinating behavior. All right, guys, that is just over the 3-hour mark. So that's going to be it for tonight's Friday night live stream. Make sure to come back next Friday night for another live stream. We'll be checking out whatever goes live between now and then. In game, I don't think anything's set to come out. The next big thing is obviously the Surcouf and the Pan-Euro Battleship. So we'll be keeping our eyes out for that. But anyway, guys, hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Friday.